Well, for practice today, the food for thought, the heart space contemplation I wanted to offer is what it means to make space for the present. I think so often we are moving through our days and our moments while thinking about things that are yet to come in the future, right? We have a list of things that need to be accomplished. And that list can infiltrate the present, or perhaps the mind gets stuck and locked in on something that's already happened in the past, and that takes over the space for the moment. And so, in our yoga practice, when we're stepping onto our yoga mats, we are honing into the here and now through the awareness and connection to our body and the breath in the moment. And by giving ourselves permission to make space of the present and clear the clutter that is taking away from the moment, we're able to be more present to not just our physical yoga practice and these 60 minutes on our mat, but we can take that presence with us, right? So we can think about this time here as like the rinsing and releasing, cleansing, clearing that is going to set us up for a more integrated and connected day. Um, and remembering that no matter where we are in our day, no matter what we're doing or moving through, um, that integration to the present is available to us. And we have the tools of body awareness and breath to help ground us in that moment, wherever we are. And so our yoga practice is creating that um, pattern in our brains and our bodies that we have access to the moment. If we're out in the world and we can't make it to our yoga mat, right? Those tools that we cultivate here are going to be more thoroughly like integrated into ourselves from our practice as well. So let your practice today set you up for a more connective day ahead, or week ahead. And we'll start in seated meditation this morning. So just finding a comfortable position, perhaps that's cross-legged seat, maybe sitting on a block for support, or hero's pose, a seat on your shins. And take a moment to settle into your space. Give yourself the opportunity to make final adjustments to how you've arrived into your posture. So making sure your shoulders are sliding back and down to create room across your heart. Place your hands comfortably so you can feel that connection between your palms and your body. Maybe hands on your thighs, one hand on your belly or your heart, or both hands on your belly or heart. But finding that physical connection to yourself through your hands. And allowing your eyes to drop shut, begin to turn your attention inward, concentrating all of your awareness on the rise and fall of your breath. Perhaps first just noticing the natural organic movement of your breath, the tempo and quality of your breath without any adjustment. And once you feel in tune with that natural rhythm, beginning the process of a deeper inhale to create a longer and slower exhale. And that longer, slower exhale, feel how there's more space, more room to take a slower, deeper, and wider breath in. And again, a slower and steadier exhale out. Feel every inhale connect you to this moment right here, right now. And feel every exhale as the invitation to let go of everything else. Maybe perhaps you start to cultivate your Ujjayi pranayama. So allowing that slight constriction at the back of your throat to make your breath more audible. As you listen to that ocean quality of your breath. Feel yourself continue to settle into this moment more and more completely. Reminding yourself that you've made the conscious choice to be here in your practice, to set everything else aside for this time. Knowing that that practice in itself, the practice of presence, will be imperfect, and that's okay. But the more and more that we practice connecting to the moment, and keeping thoughts of future and past at the outskirts of our awareness, more natural and habitual our connection to the moment in front of us will become. With this intention of making space for the present, maybe bring one or both hands to your heart. We'll start with 3 rounds of cleansing breath. So take a deep inhale through your nose for the expansion from inside out. When you're ready, open mouth exhale to release. Again, deep breath in through your nose. And open mouth exhale, let it go. One more time, expand your breath nice and wide in every direction. And a clearing, cleansing exhale all the way to empty. So you seal your lips, take a deep breath through your nose. And keep your lips sealed and exhale through your nose. And continue like that in and out of your nose. Same fullness and quality of breath. When you're ready, start to release your hands and gently open your eyes. We're going to stay in a cross-legged seat to begin. If you'd like to switch out whichever shin is in front, go ahead and switch out your legs. With a deep breath in, we're going to circle sweep hands to the sky, reach tall towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, start to find a twist to your left. Let your right hand reach across you, left fingertips go behind you. Your right hand's going to hold on to your left thigh, your left knee. As you push the earth away to get nice and tall, take a deep inhale. And follow your exhale into your twist. Start to rotate to your left, maybe look over your left shoulder. Take another breath like that and inhale for lift and length. As you exhale, rinse and rotate. And keep your right hand where it is across your body, holding your left knee or thigh. Start to turn your heart to face forward. Reach your left hand up and over into a side body stretch. Relax your shoulders out of your ears, find a heaviness through your left knee. As you hold on with your right hand and really lean into the stretch. Take a big breath, reaching through your left fingertips. And as you exhale, you're going to start to turn your heart towards the left and up towards the sky slightly as you bend your left elbow into a goddess arm. We'll do that twice more. So inhale, turn your heart towards the front of the room. Reach into your side bend. As you exhale, twist towards the ceiling and goddess your left arm, still holding on with your right hand. One more time, big breath in, reach into your side, bend heavy through your left hip. And exhale, goddess arm and twist. And from here, we're gonna inhale to rise up through center, both hands go high. On your exhale, take a moment just to fold forward and reset through your spine. Move a big breath into the back of your heart space. And as you exhale, maybe lengthen a little bit further forward and fold a little bit deeper. So you inhale to rise up. Option to switch out your shins, reach towards the sky. Then on your exhale, twisting towards your right. Your left hand goes across your body to hold your right knee or thigh. Take your right fingertips behind you. Think about tipping the front of your pelvis forward and down. As the bowl of your pelvis tips forward, feel your low back draw in and up. Feel your spine get a little taller. We'll inhale to extend through the crown of the head. And then exhale to find your rinse and rotation. One more breath like that. Inhale for expansion and extension. Then exhale to rinse and rotate. Left hand's gonna hold on tight as is. Feel a downward energy through your right knee. So you turn your heart to face forward, to reach into your side body stretch. Right hand going up and overhead. Anchored through your right hip. Relax your shoulders out of your ears. Take a nice big breath in. On your exhale, goddess your right arm and rotate your heart towards the ceiling. Twist open towards the sky. And then twice more with breath. We inhale, side bend, reach. And then exhale, rotate towards the ceiling as you goddess your right arm. And last cycle through, inhale, heart turns forward. Right hand reaches into your side bend. And exhale, goddess and twist. It's really getting into your mid and upper back, your thoracic spine. As you unravel to face forward, reach high on your inhale. Think about lifting your ribs off your pelvis and forward fold as you exhale. Bowing towards the earth, breath in, find a little extra length. And with your breath out, sink a little bit deeper into your stretch. And from here, as you're ready, start to shift into your tabletop pose, finding your way onto all fours. Once you have your shoulders stacked over your wrists and your hips over your knees, we're going to inhale to our cow pose. Begin to lift your heart, lift your tailbone. And then as you exhale, finding your cat pose, push the earth away and round your spine. Find 2 more cycles with your breath and inhale to lift and open. And on your exhale, pressing the earth away, round the back of your head up to the ceiling. Try to relax your head between your biceps. One more cycle here. Big breath in to lift and open. And then on your exhale, press and curl, head and tailbone tucking down to the earth. So you come back to neutral. We're going to inhale to our cow pose one more time. So heart and tailbone scooping up. On your exhale, find Anahatasana, your puppy pose. Keep your hips high. Walk your hands forward. And then dive your forehead or your chest down to the earth. You take one more big cycle of breath here. And start to slide forward into your Sphinx pose. Bending at your elbows, slide onto your belly. And then adjust your elbows to be stacked underneath your shoulders. Your forearms are 2 parallel lines. You push the earth away, get proud through your chest. Take a big breath in. And your exhale, think about drawing your ribcage forward and through. Send energy down the lengths of your legs. You take one more cycle of breath. And on your exhale, belly down Shavasana. Send your elbows wide. Lower your forehead to the backs of your hands. Just take one big breath down into your belly. And exhale, find a sense of release. Hands slide back by your low ribs, press into your child's pose. Push your hips to your heels. Just take one big breath in and one slow breath out. When you're ready, begin to make your way slowly into your downward facing dog. As you tuck to your toes, push your hips up and back. Release and relax to the weight of your head. Then slowly reach one heel towards the earth. Take a full cycle of breath. Then reach your opposite heel to the earth. Again, pausing here for a full cycle of breath. As you settle back into your downward facing dog, use an inhale to reach your right leg to the sky, finding your three-legged dog. As you exhale, bend your knee and open your head. From the strength of your right glute, draw one slow circle with your right knee in one direction. And draw a slow hip circle in the opposite direction. Slowly step your right foot forward in between your hands. Maybe rising up to your fingertips or bring your hands to yoga blocks. Left knee's gonna hover for our cow lunge. Take a nice big breath in. On your exhale, lengthen both of your legs into your hamstring, stretch your cat lunge. Move back and forth twice more with your breath. Your inhale to bend both of your knees, heart reaches forward and through. And then slow exhale to lengthen both of your legs and open your hamstrings. Last breath here. Inhale, cow pose, or rather cow lunge. And exhale to your cat lunge, lengthen out your legs. Begin to bend into your right knee. Turn all 10 toes to your left, so you're in a side lunge as you bend your left knee. So you're facing the long edge of your yoga mat. Left knee is bent for your lateral side lunge. Reach your hips back in space. Feel the crown of your head reach forward in space. And then plant your right palm or fingertips to the earth or hand to a yoga block at the center. And we're going to twist left hand to the sky. As you stretch your hips back in space, take a big breath in, turn your heart towards the ceiling. On your exhale, keep your left knee bent. You're going to thread your needle. Left hand's going to reach underneath towards your right foot. We're going to inhale, twist open again, left hand to the sky. And exhale, low lunge to the back of your yoga mat, all 10 toes turn. Lean into your left foot and step forward into your forward fold. Right foot joins your left. Soften your knees, relax your belly towards your thighs. To let your head hang completely heavy here as you lift your tailbone towards the ceiling. Just take one cycle of breath. On our inhale, we'll lengthen halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, forward fold release. Rising all the way to standard Urdhva Hastasana. Take a big breath in as you circle seat to the sky. On your out breath, right hand's gonna grab your left wrist. Take a side bend to the right. Full inhale to lift and lengthen through your center. Switch your grip, left hand grabs right wrist, and side bend to your left. As you inhale through your center, reach tall, and exhale, soft knees hinge forward to your forward fold. Find a halfway lift as you breathe in. And exhale to your high plank, plant your hands and step your feet back. You pausing in your plank, find one slow, intentional breath. With your inhale, shift forward, knees up or down. Exhale, slow motion to your belly, elbows sliding straight back, shoulders out of your ears. When you arrive to the earth, untuck your toes. Use the strength of your thighs to press your toenails into the earth so your quads light up. And then inhale to your low cobra, lift your heart. Stay lifted as you exhale, and then maybe choose to hover your hands away from the earth. So you take 2 more breaths here. Draw your shoulder blades together as you draw your shoulders out of your ears, getting space to your neck and engagement to the back of your heart. And that 3rd inhale. And on your exhale, release all the way down. Next breath in, maybe find a high cobra, option to return to the low cobra. Or using your hands to help you lift up, a little micro bend through your elbows at least. So you pull your ribcage forward and through, shoulders sliding back and together. Gonna take 1 more inhale here. Then exhale to lower down. And this last round, breath in is going to be upward facing dog, option to return to low or high cobra. And then exhale takes you back to your downward facing dog. Send your hips to the sky. Using a breath in, reach your left leg to the ceiling, 3-legged dog. Exhale to bend your knee and open your hip. Draw 1 slow giant circle, 1 direction with your left knee. And then reverse that circle, go the opposite way. When you're ready, step your left foot forward to the top of your yoga mat. Rising to fingertips or yoga blocks, right knee is going to sink to a hover. Feel your sternum draw forward and through as you inhale. And take your time to lengthen your legs on your breath out, finding length through your legs and through your spine. Good. Twice where we inhale forward, cow lunge. And then exhale to lengthen into your cat lunge. And last cycle here, big breath in, both knees bend as your right knee hovers, reach your heart forward and through. And exhale to find extension through your legs, your hamstring stretch. Begin to bend into your left knee. As you turn all 10 toes to the right, to the long edge of your yoga mat, bend your right knee for your lateral lunge or side lunge. Take a moment here, get strong through your feet, pressing down to the 4 corners of both of your feet. Left hand's gonna plant to the earth, palm, fingertips, or hand the yoga block. And use your left hand as leverage to twist your right hand up high. Think about rotating your sternum up to the ceiling as your right shoulder tips back. Take a big breath in. 1 time as you exhale, thread your needle, reach your right hand underneath towards your left foot. As we inhale to twist back open for that big rotation. And exhale, low lunge to the top of your yoga mat, all 10 toes turn. We'll step forward to our forward fold, left foot meets your right. This time right away, inhale to your halfway lift. As you exhale, forward fold release. With a big breath in, rise all the way to standard Bahastasana. Your right hand's gonna grab your left wrist as you side bend to the right. You gently press your hips to the left. Then inhale to rise up to your center. Exhale, switch your grip and take it to the opposite side. As you lean to the left, hips press gently to the right. And from here, we'll inhale tall to the midline. As you exhale, we're gonna go chair pose with airplane arms. So sinking your hips back, send your arms down beside you. And take a moment here as you send your hips back and down, find your depth of your chair, and then inhale, sweep your hands high, Utkatasana. On your exhale, keeping your hips, your knees square to the front. With your breath out, your right hand's gonna sweep back, open arm twist to the right. Feel your core working to keep your hips square, and then rotate your chest. And inhale through center Utkatasana. Finding second side, exhale, scoot to your left hand back in space. You can peek down, making sure your knees, your hips are still square. The twist is through your waistline and up. And then when you're ready, back to center, big breath in. On our exhale, we're gonna bring hands to heart. Lean into the power of your right foot, start to come to your left to be toes. So you anchor through your right foot and engage through your belly. Flamingo your left heel up to your seat. We're gonna take a giant step back with our left foot into our high crescent lunge. As your left toes land, take a big breath in to reach up to the sky. Good. On your exhale, right hand comes to your waist. As your right hand holds your hips square, you're gonna take a side bend. Left hand is reaching up and over to the right side of the room. Nice big breath in. On your exhale, left elbow is going to tap towards the outside of your right thigh, as if you were going to a prayer twist. Instead of bringing your hands to prayer though, sweep your right hand up and overhead towards the front of the room. So it's more of a twist and reach. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. Your right hand's gonna guide you into an open arm twist in your high crescent. So as you lift your torso, right hand's reaching to the back of the room, left hand reaches forward, and you're upright. We'll inhale to exalt, left hand to the sky, right hand reaches towards your left hamstring or back in space. And as we breathe out, warrior two, let your left heel lower to the earth. And inhale to your star pose as you rise up and reach up all 10 toes, turn to the long edge. When you switch it out, warrior two to the back of the room, left toes are gonna pivot to face the short edge of the mat. So you bend into your left knee. From here, finding a reverse warrior variation. Inhale to reach your left hand overhead. Reach your right hand across your belly towards the back of the room. On your exhale, we're gonna find our side angle, same arms, so just switching out the arms. Right hand's going overhead like an extended side angle. Your left hand's reaching towards your right foot. And inhale to reverse your triangle, switching the arms again. Left leg goes long, reach your left hand up and back. Right hand's reaching across your waistline, across your belly. And then breath out, windmills you down into your low lunge to the back of the room. You spin onto your right toes. Inhale, cow lunge, open your chest. As you exhale, lean into your left foot, moving towards your standing splits. Your right leg will reach to the sky with a big breath. And as you breathe out, start to bend both of your knees, finding your chair pose, Utkatasana. You sink low through your seat. Inhale, lift through your heart and hands. On your exhale, left hand sweeps back, open arm twist. With your inhale, both hands through center, chair pose. Breath out to go the opposite direction. Right hand sweeps back, prayer twist, or rather chair twist. Then inhale, chair pose, both hands go forward. On your out breath, bring your hands to heart center. Lean into your left foot, start to come to right tippy toes. Trying to keep your chest proud, belly strong, left glute active. Flamingo your right heel up and in. For this first layer, we're just taking a giant step back into our high crescent lunge. As you release your right toes to the earth, take a big breath in, lift your heart and hands up high. And exhale, left hand comes to your left hip. Just to keep your hips in one place. As you anchor your hips, right hand's gonna reach up and over to the left for your side body stretch. Breathe into your right side. On your breath out, right elbow's gonna hook towards the outside of your left thigh as if you're going to your prayer twist. Once you have that, swing your left hand up and overhead. So you're twisting your heart around, left hand's in an extended reach. Take one breath in and one breath out. Big push through your feet as your left hand sweeps you tall into an open arm twist. Shoulders stack over your hips. And keeping that twist strength through your legs, inhale to exalt, right hand reaches to the sky. On your exhale, begin to find your way into your warrior two. And right away, star pose. Breath in to rise and reach. Warrior to the front of your yoga mat as you pivot your right toes and bend into your right knee, settle in. And once you have your feet, we'll inhale to reverse into that variation. Right hand's going overhead. Reach your left hand across your belly. On your exhale, same thing, but with side angle, switching out your arms. Left hand goes to extended, right hand reaches across your belly. Long through both side bodies. Inhale, reversing your triangle, right leg goes with you. Left hand goes across your belly. On your breath out, windmill down into your low lunge to face the front of your yoga mat this time. Then inhale, cow lunge, left knee hovers. Exhale into your standing splits. Your in-breath completes that transition. Following your breath out, start to bend both of your knees into your forward fold this time. Left foot joining your right, soften your knees, hinge at your hips. Take a big breath in through your nose. And then open mouth, exhale, let it go. When you're ready, inhale towards your halfway lift, lengthen out your spine. As you exhale, forward fold, release. Breath in to rise all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. On your breath out, relax your shoulders out of your ears. Your right hand's going to grab your left wrist. This time, find some softness in your knees as you tip over to your right side, side body stretch. Staying strong through your right foot. Adding in a curtsy for a moment. Step your left foot back into the right. It doesn't have to be a really big lunge. Just finding that cross of your legs. Think about reaching through your left heel. You hug your left hip forward towards square. Nice big breath in. On exhale, you bring your heart upright. You're gonna lean into your right foot and bring your hands to heart center. Headed to a figure four. Sweep your left ankle on top of your right thigh. And send your hips back and down, figure four. Taking a breath here, option to point and flex your left ankle or find a little ankle circle here. Just seeing how that changes the sensation through your left hip. From your figure four, as you're ready, keeping your hands at heart center, rise up with your left leg. Big breath in to support that movement. Hands stay at heart. We exhale towards an airplane leg. Slowly, take your time. Left leg's gonna fly back behind you. Offer the shake, one big breath in. And on your breath out, high crescent lunge, left toes will lower to the earth. Follow your inhalation to reach your heart and hands up high. Then exhale, prayer twist, left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Just like before, you're gonna keep your left elbow where it's at. Send your right hand over towards the front of your yoga mat. Continue to twist your heart open. Think about rolling your right shoulder backwards. And then from here, open arm twist, slowly press your feet and rise up. Once you find your open arm twist, inhale to exalt. Reach your left hand high. Then exhale into your warrior two, unwind. Through star pose, take a big breath in, rise and reach tall. Here's an add-on. We're gonna go goddess squat, heels in, hands to your thighs. Okay. Opening your toes and your knees wide. Inhale to lift your heart space. And as you breathe out, dip your right shoulder towards the center and twist to the left. Inhale brings you back to the midline. And exhale, second side, left shoulder dips in, twist towards the right. As you inhale through your center, Bring your hands to heart and use your out breath to zip up through your core. Take your time here, slow motion, press through your feet to rise all the way up into your star pose again. To find our warrior two to the back of our yoga mat, rotate your right heel away towards the front first. That gives you room to turn your left toes to the back edge of your yoga mat and bend into your left knee. Then inhale, reverse warrior variation, left hand overhead, right hand sweeps across your belly towards the back of your mat. Exhale to your extended side angle variation, switching out your arms just like we did before. Breath in to reverse your triangle with your arm variation, lengthen, circle. And exhale to your low lunge, windmill all the way down. Right knee comes to a hover cow lunge, big breath in. As you exhale, begin to lean into your left foot for your standing splits, breath out. Follow an inhalation to reach your right leg to the sky, standing splits. Your exhale, bend your knee and open your hip. Relaxing through your head, you can stay right here like a standing splits at a fire hydrant. Or if you want to, tenting through your right fingertips, your left hand can reach up towards your right foot. If that direct connection isn't easily available, you can bend your left knee like you're going towards a Shiva squat. Left hand can grab your right foot. And then you can just lengthen your left leg as much as is available with that hand to foot connection. Relax your head, look towards the top of your yoga mat. Take a breath in. As you exhale, releasing, bend both of your knees and soften into a forward fold. Your core is active as you place your right foot to the earth. We'll inhale to lift halfway, find your reset. And exhale, forward fold, release. Breathing in, start to rise all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. As you breathe out, relax your shoulders out of your ears. Left hand will grab your right wrist, take a side bend towards your left. And then curtsy step your right foot behind your left. And this doesn't have to be your biggest curtsy step, but think about reaching from your right heel. So you twist your hips towards square. Heart turns to face forward. Move a generous breath into your right side body using your inhale to create extra space. On your exhale, you begin to lean into the power of your left foot. Hands will find your heart. And your circle, sweep your right ankle across for your figure four. Reestablishing your breath connection, slow, steady inhales. Slow and steady exhales, maybe a point flex or circle through your left ankle, or rather your right ankle. And one more round of breath. We're going to keep hands at heart as we rise up with our right leg full. Inhale to prepare. Keeping hands at heart, exhale to your airplane legs. So right leg sends backwards. Feel buoyancy at your chest. Think about pressing the back of your heart and the back of your head to the sky. And a deep and generous inhale here. Our exhale will take us towards our high crescent lunge. Really take your time. Right toes release to the earth. Your breath in will lift your heart and hands to the ceiling. Exhale to your prayer twist. Use that length to hook your right elbow towards your outer left thigh. Keeping your right hand where it is as you turn your heart towards the sky. Send your left hand up and overhead. One big breath in. One slow breath out. Rising into your open arm twist. Keep the twist. Right hand's gonna reach forward, left hand goes back. And follow an inhale to eventually exalt your crescent. Exhaling through our warrior two. Right heel will rotate down. And just like before, find your star pose with a big breath in. When we move into our goddess squat this time, heels in. We're gonna go elbows nice and wide. And on your inhale, stretch to side bend, reach your right hand overhead. Bring your left elbow towards your left hip. Breath out brings you back to center, goddess arms. Bending second side, inhale, side bend, reach your left hand overhead as you bring your right elbow in towards your right hip. And exhale, goddess arms, back to center. Returning to the arm variation we've been working with. As you inhale, right hand's gonna reach overhead. Try to press your left palm and get across your belly. So push the heel of your left hand towards the front of your yoga mat this time. Then back to goddess arms at center. Second side, as your left hand goes overhead, press the heel of your right hand across your belly so there's energy through that arm. And back to goddess at center. Slow motion, press your feet, rise up. Star pose. We're gonna go forward first into a wide-legged forward fold before we finish out this side. Toes forward, head heavy to the earth. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. If you'd like to add any twist here, maybe your right hand reaches to grab your outer left ankle. And you bend your right elbow to twist your heart around, reaching your left hand to the sky. Trying to relax the weight of your skull as you take a breath in. We exhale to switch if you're exploring your twist. Left hand grabs your outer right ankle. Bend your left elbow, turn your heart towards the ceiling. So reach your right hand high, relax your head. Full breath to the back of your heart space. And as you breathe out, forward fold through center. Strong through your legs and core. Send your arms wide like a capital T. And slowly root to rise all the way up. Hands going eventually to the sky. Warrior to the front of your yoga mat. Right toes turn forward. Adjust your feet as needed. Back into our arm circle variations. We're going to inhale to our reverse warrior. Right hand circling overhead. Left hand across your belly. Exhale, side angle, switching your arms. This doesn't have to be your deepest side angle. Think about the length through both of your side bodies. Reversing your triangle, switch your arms, big breath in as your right leg goes long. And exhale into your low lunge to the top of your yoga mat, windmill down. Take a cow lunge to catch your breath. Left knee comes to a hover. As you exhale, begin to shift into your standing splits one more time. Breath in will reach your left leg to the sky. As you breathe out, maybe start to bend your knee and open your hip. You can just work on opening the front of your left hip here, squeezing left heel towards your outer right glute, or your right hand can reach up to possibly catch your left foot, facilitating that quad stretch through your left thigh. And see if you can let your head relax towards the earth a little bit more. So you offer your shape one more cycle of breath. Starting to soften through your knees. Slowly and gently bend both your knees to step into your forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. As you exhale, we're going to go to our crouching curl, bringing your fingertips to the earth. Rising up to your tippy toes as you lift your heels, sink your hips to your heels, and curl into a little ball at the top of your yoga mat. Take a nice big breath in. And as we exhale, have a seat to the earth. We'll find our butterfly here. So Baddha Konasana. At the top of your yoga mat, bring the soles of your feet together, knees open wide. Maybe your hands catch your ankles or your feet. As you inhale, grow tall through your torso. Emphasize the length of your spine. And your exhale, think about reaching your belly towards your feet first. Think about moving your rib cage forward, heart forward, and then allow yourself to eventually round down. If you want to send your arms out in front of you, you can, but just finding this forward fold in your butterfly legs for 3 deep breaths. After your third breath, you'll take your time, press the earth away, rise to your seat, leaning back. The top of your yoga mat, knees are bent. Place your feet to the earth. And then start to bring your forearms to the ground. So your elbows are stacked beneath your shoulders. We're gonna do a little core engagement here. So you're pressing down through your forearms, down through your elbows, so your chest is proud. But then draw in through your belly, navel to spine, front ribs draw in. So your front ribs hugging in, belly to spine connection, but you're not sinking into your shoulders, you're pressing the earth away. Now lift your legs into a little upside down tabletop shape. Knees are going to be slightly forward in front of your hips. So your knees are not directly stacked over your hips, they're slightly further forward. We don't want them to come any closer. So you want to keep our lower body, our belly in engagement. Shins start parallel to the earth. Engage through your center again. With an inhale, send your left leg forward towards a hover. Keeping your right knee exactly where it is, just that slightest bit in front of your right hip. As you breathe out, start to bend your left knee back to its starting position. Switching sides. Inhale, right leg goes forward, and left knee is slightly forward in front of that plane of your left hip point. Exhale, bend your right knee back in. Moving both legs together, keep your core strong. Inhale, send your legs forward towards a hover. It doesn't have to be super low. Keep breathing down with your elbows, shoulders out of ears. And exhale, bend your knees back to their starting point. Okay, here we go. Keeping your knees slightly forward. Inhale, send your left leg forward towards a hover. Keep breathing down with your right elbow. As you exhale, let up your belly. Maybe take your left fingertips behind your head. Take a big breath in. This time as you exhale, you're going to draw your right knee to your chest. Left elbow twist across. Then inhale, send your right leg forward towards a 45-degree angle. Left elbow opens. Exhale, bend your right elbow in, left elbow across. You're still pressing through your right elbow. Your left leg is still hovering. One more time, inhale, right leg goes forward towards a 45-degree angle. Open your heart. Exhale to bend your right knee in, left elbow twist across. As you bring your left elbow back to the earth, bring your knees back to that starting point, slightly forward in front of your hip bones. So again, inhale to send your right leg forward towards a hover this time, navel to spine connection. As you exhale, lean over to your left elbow to bring your right fingertips behind your head. Okay, here we go. Inhale, left leg goes forward towards 45 degrees. As you exhale, bend your left knee in, right elbow across. You're still pushing through your left elbow for length. Got two more. Inhale, left leg lengthens forward. Right elbow opens. Exhale, left knee bends in. Right elbow across. Last time, inhale, left leg forward, heart opens. Exhale, find that bend and twist. Right elbow across. So you bring your right elbow to the earth, bring your knees back to center. And then release, relax, knees to chest, just melt to the back of your body. Maybe drawing some circles with your knees. Take a nice big breath in. And then open mouth, exhale out. Setting up for bridge pose. Knees bent, place your feet to the earth. Fill up with an inhale. And then as you exhale, driving through your feet, start to lift your hips towards the sky. Feel that strength, the energy at the back of your body as your hips lift up towards the ceiling. Navel to spine connection is still integrated here. 3 rounds of slow breath. Do your third breath, slowly release your hips down to the earth. As your hips land to your yoga mat, pause for a moment. Maybe allow your knees to knock to center to support one another. Take a full breath in through your nose. And then open mouth, exhale, let it go. And from here, separate your knees, keeping your feet as if you were headed to a bridge pose. You're gonna ego stack your right thigh on top of your left, just the thighs. Walk your left foot towards the left side of your yoga mat. And then drop your eagle legs towards the right side of your yoga mat. Letting the weight of your right leg in gravity here, create that opening through your left side for 2 cycles of breath. After your second breath, slide your right leg off of your left. Feet as wide as your yoga mat to be a couple windshield wipers from side to side. Slowly tick-tocking your knees from left to right, back and forth. And then setting yourself up again, walk your feet back to hips distance as if you're going to your bridge pose. Your left thigh is going to eagle stack on top of your right. Then keeping your eagle legs, you're going to walk your right foot over to the right side of your yoga mat. And then both knees are going to fall to the left side of your mat. Good. Once you have your eagle legs tipping to the left, try to relax your left leg and allow your shoulders to sink towards the earth. After your second breath here, slide your left leg off of your right, bringing your feet to that mat's distance apart. One more set of windshield wipers from side to side. Then draw your knees to your chest to curl your nose up to your knees, curling into a tight little ball, tuck through your chin. Take a deep inhale. And then on your exhale, begin to release into your Shavasana, sending your arms and your legs out long. Feel the weight of your body drop into the earth. Head and shoulders and hips nice and heavy. It would feel good. Maybe take one deep inhale through your nose. And then open mouth exhale, let it go. And As you come back into the awareness of your breath, your body, and making space for this present moment. You might decide to stay exactly as you are. Or when you're ready, go ahead and slowly start to bring some movement back in. You might first begin to reawaken your fingers and your toes. You're awakening your ankles, your wrists, arms, and legs. Could take a full body stretch on a big breath in if that would feel good. And we'll exhale to bring hands to heart center, taking our final moment to pause in gratitude. Grateful and appreciative of this practice that reminds us to make space for the present moment. Grateful for our bodies and our breath, the physical vessel that moves us through our human experience and all the experiences we have from the day that we were born until the day that we die. For our breath that sustains us through each of those moments, offering us the experiences themselves, making them possible. And in gratitude of this time that we set aside to move and breathe with mindfulness and intention, we'll take a nice deep inhale together. And one more time, open mouth exhale to release. May yoga offer us a path to compassion, and may our practices serve as our teachers, leading us to live with greater authenticity and to love more deeply each and every day. Thank you so much for being here, and namaste.